So the thing of it is, when you have e-commerce sales coming in from a bunch of different channels, how do you record all that? How do you stay on top of it? It can be very cumbersome. And so I get the question all the time, hey, Kevin, who does your bookkeeping? So I figured the best thing to do would just bring on my bookkeeper. So I am super excited to bring on Siddhartha Havelia from A Curious Advisory Services, who's been doing my books now for like 4 years or something like that. I lost count. It's been a while. Siddhartha, thank you for joining us.
Hey everyone, I'm back again with Kevin to share some more helpful insights on e-commerce bookkeeping practices. And believe me, nothing makes me happier than seeing that my expertise can help your business progress. In today's topic, we will expand our focus to various e-commerce platforms rather than just limiting ourselves to Amazon. In case you want to learn more about Amazon bookkeeping, check out our playlist in the links given. But as I said, an ocean is made up of many tiny droplets. Although Amazon dominates the e-commerce market with a share of approximately 50%, but remember, it is not the e-commerce itself. That is why we decided to expand our horizon on bookkeeping practices for an e-commerce seller who's trading on more than one marketplace. I'm sure I don't need to name the alternate e commerce channels used by various businesses, and they are all quite well known. If I unfold the diaries of my client history, one of our biggest e commerce client who deals in household item on Amazon decided to go big and enter into other channels such as eBay, Walmart, Shopify. Believe me, it actually led to a lot of hassles and new challenges at first. But today, I can proudly say that more than 20% of their sales are coming through these platforms. In this video, we'll be discussing about the most favorable bookkeeping software for your business, and I will guide you through the essentials for creating your own chart of accounts. Moreover, we will also be covering flow of transactions through payment merchants and will also understand the basics of dropshipping model. I'm sure by the end of this video, you will be able to make more informed decision about your bookkeeping needs. But make sure you watch this video till the end so that you do not miss out on our freebies. No one would like their business to be dependent on a single marketplace. And that is the reason many sellers choose to expand their business into different channels. But not all of these channels provide as extensive reporting as Amazon does. Thereby, it results into more confusions in an already complex bookkeeping activity. I'm sure you will agree that it is essential to keep the books organized. And this brings us to the first step towards building a transparent bookkeeping software, which is selecting the perfect software. An accounting software can actually turn out to be a phenomenal solution to your bookkeeping needs, and it can really scale down your burden even if you are a newbie in the bookkeeping. However, choosing the right software is another hefty task that needs to be completed with expertise. As an accountant myself, I recommend these three softwares, which are used not only worldwide but are extremely user friendly. These software not only track your day-to-day transactions, but are also compatible in managing your inventory. However, in cases wherein you deal with large number of SKUs, bookkeeping software alone will not suffice. Rather, you may have to sign up for a third-party inventory management system. Now that we have identified the relevant application to hand over our numbers to, it is time to understand how we should proceed with its setup. As described in our earlier videos, the most crucial step is to systematically build up your chart of account, which implies defining the categories for all your transactions. Remember, there is no universal standard for defining your chart of accounts. It essentially depends on how you want to see your reports. I mean, I have seen many clients who prefer to see the sales and expenses separately for all the channels. For instance, if you wish to know the channel wise revenue rather than just the totals, you ought to create separate account heads for all of them. That is Amazon sales, eBay sales, Walmart sales, Shopify sales, and so on and so forth. This way, your income statement will be segregated between the total sales and will give you more insight into your business. There are others who prefer to see the reports for each SKU rather than at an aggregate level or the platform level. This essentially means that you will create your own chart of account and will accordingly categorize your transactions basis your business requirements. It is always advisable to separately categorize all your sales, fees, and refunds for each channel so that IRS does not end up chasing you after you file your taxes.
That's a
Some
big thing that a lot of people don't realize is that it's not about what goes into your bank, it's what comes in at the top, right?
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, see, whenever we talk about the tax filing, IRS always have a document called 1099K from Amazon. And
Mhm.
it does compare the gross sales in your tax returns with the sales in 1099K. So if we are going to merge all of them together, they will not talk to each other, and you will again receive a love letter from IRS.
Yeah, you don't want to receive those letters. So basically you could still end up with the same profit and loss, but if you're not showing basically the math, all the math of how you get there, that's how you get the special letters that you don't want to get from IRS or your local jurisdiction.
Exactly. So what we have to remember is that we are reporting everything separately and also recording them in books. I mean, just merging all of them together in a single account code or together in the sales account is not the right approach. Going by the same, what I have done, I have just listed down some of the account codes for our viewers. I mean, you need to have like Walmart returns, Walmart shipping, shipping expenses, Walmart sales. All these accounts have to be separate. So, I mean, as you can see in the list below, similarly for Amazon, similarly for eBay, we have like all these account codes which are separate and should be there in every business,
Mhm.
right? So once we have the chart of accounts in order, this is how our financials, that is profit and loss and balance sheet, would appear like. I am sure it's much easier to simply categorize everything under one account head, but it is not recommended at all. I mean, it is just like looking at your bank balance without being able to figure out what are the debits and the credits. Imagine, I mean, you just have like an account code called fees, and you combine all your expenses like bank fees, merchant fees, software fees, FBA fees, and all the other fees and charges. I mean, as a business owner, you will not be able to have any visibility on your financials. So that is the reason we need to have all these different account codes. Moving on, I'm sure most of you would also be using an intermediary or a third party payment gateway to receive your monies. We got to ensure that we keep a tab on all these modes of payment. No one wants to choose an insecure payment method because that can risk their entire income as well as it can cause an identity theft. So I'm guessing that one of these would be your payment partners: QuickBooks Merchant Services, PayPal, Zeal, Stripe, Authorize.net, VPay, Amazon's Secure Pay, to checkout, or something like that. Being an e-commerce seller is purely not an easy task, especially when the business is growing, which is what we hope for you all. But at the same time, it becomes equally challenging to keep a track of every transaction coming in and coming out of these payment gateways. I mean, most of these payment gateway, they also provide an auto synchronization feature. Try using them. In case your payment partner does not provide this facility, make sure you are manually uploading your transactions and reconciling each and every line item at regular interval. I mean, when I talk about regular interval, make sure it is done at least once a month, not beyond that. I know we have covered most of it and we are almost at the end of our video, but hang on. I would like to discuss another important aspect of e-commerce business, which is on upsurge right now and is also known as dropshipping. The dropshipping model can be seen as a third party enlistment by the seller who is not the supplier of the product but sells it anyways. I mean, for such suppliers, the cost of purchasing, keeping the stock, shipping, etc., are not going to arise. They just act as a middleman wherein they receive the payment from the buyer, keep some portion for themselves, and pay the remaining balance to the supplier. Now, I'm sure a lot of you would be having a question, how does it affect our books? I mean, much lesser account heads and no need for accounts like shipping, storage, inventory, and all those accounts. Well, I'm done with my lecture for today, but should you have like any other queries or other things, me and my team would be glad to clarify those in the comment section. Moreover, in case you would like to discuss your doubts with me, I'll be happy to hop into a call and provide personalized recommendation as per your business requirements. As mentioned last time, we are providing free services for up to 10 hours to our viewers. You can reach out through the link given in the description.
And now that's extremely generous of you, and I didn't ask you to go that far, so that was super nice of you. And like Siddhartha said, there's a link in the description down below. Now, in full disclosure, it is an affiliate link, but I would say this: I have been a client for 4+ years, longer than I can count at this point. And so I am recommending them because I have worked with them for a long time and have recommended many other sellers work with Siddhartha and his team. And they've been very happy with the services, as people would tell me if they were not. So definitely, if you're looking for a bookkeeper or just want somebody to take a look at your books, I would definitely recommend reaching out to Siddhartha and his team in the link down below. So thank you so much, Siddhartha.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
All right, take care.